mention about Ole Gunnar Solksjaer, a man that you're quite familiar with, Peter, because he did say this prior to the match as well in terms of squad happiness. He says, you know, players are happy when they win well and win games. I am too. It's not my job to keep them happy. It's to pick players to get results and up to them to be fit and be ready when called upon. Was this the kind of attitude and perspective that was reflected when you guys had that a little bit overlap in Cardiff, Peter?
Yeah, we had a couple of weeks, yeah. Well, I was there, and Fraser Campbell. Fraser was a former United product, you know, that united them. So he had to make a choice between keeping me or him and getting one tall striker. So he got, there was a chance for Kenwyne Jones from Stoke, who is a big striker who could jump and head the ball. So he wanted one big one, one small one. He made the choice of keeping Fraser, and I was happy to go to Stoke because I felt that I was a better fit for Stoke with the kind of players they had, the more matured, average age was higher, so there were better passers, but Cardiff was quite a young team with a bit less quality. I had a chat with him actually last year in the opening game against Chelsea, actually it was, and he said, yeah, he enjoyed coming. That was his first kind of big job, you know, in Premier League. But he said he didn't have enough quality players to do the things he had in mind as a manager. So in United, it's a different case. And in the beginning, it was shaky. I wasn't sure, you know, he was the right kind of person to get United back up, not just to do well, but to win titles. But looks like he's developing pretty fast and he's doing really well. So. And he has the backing of the owners of the club and the guys who make decisions. But yeah, he himself, he was called a super sub. So I'm sure he had to deal with, disappointments of not being picked to play. So that's one thing you can respect him for. And he's shown that with his own attitude. He's not just saying the words. It's in your hands to make yourself happy, because if he was called a super sub, that means a lot of times he was left on the bench. He came in and delivered. So I think that fact speaks louder than any other words. You know, it just needs to tell you that, listen, this is what I used to suffer as a player, but I was ready always and got the best out of my career at such a big club like United. So he expects the same from all the players, because, he sees United. He never really asked to leave a club, although he was a talented player. So if he said he was happy, he's sending a message out to the players that you should be hungry, to play for this massive club. And United is a big club, so you can be on the bench. I don't know. He had to deal with like situations with Martial, with few other players who were not getting enough game time. But he is the type of person to say, listen, I've been through this, and I still made the best out of this. Came in as a sub, scored 1 titles from the bench for the club. So, players will have to take it from him because he's saying the truth. So, but to be honest, he's developing pretty fast, faster than, I thought he will, because he had a bit of a shaky period in the beginning, but he's doing well, I think.